Alright. Welcome back. Let's see. That one. Alright.
I'll have taken your life before you even realize it's gone.
Next assignment. Professor Fix. Alright. Wrong way. Professor Fig, as if my new schedule wasn't congested enough, the mystery has changed me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts, a fifth year if you can believe. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and a mentor to help them acclimatize before term begins. I have assigned the task to you. Please see Mrs. Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigelius Black, Headmaster. Lovely. I even don't like Phineas Black. Here we go, guys.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic.
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no
I
good.
suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam,
Where is
taught me
it?
anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
That's not working out. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, this is a late one, guys.
I don't think I can do this now. Best to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I should come back to this another time.
No, I can't find it. Where the bloody heck is it?
Perhaps I'll come back to this.
There it is.
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
I don't think I can
Blurb.
do this now. Best to come
Playing
back.
sound asterisk 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 using Twitch channel points.
Professor Hecat, where are you? One of my favorite professors. I'm here at Hogwarts.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell.
Good.
Handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when
That's an
necessary,
important spell.
defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Alright. Win 2 rounds of cross wands. Oh, that's an easy one.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Nope.
Some kind soul help me.
Alright. Here we go.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid
Hello,
to
Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Ah, lovely.
Good one.
Leviosa.
That's it.
Leviosa. Accio.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Alright, that was one. Now I'll do the other one as
Hello,
well.
Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Oh yeah.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Leviosa. I'm the one! Tego, stupefy.
Don't shy away now.
Leviosa.
There goes my way.
Tego! Accio. Stupefy. Defend. Give 'em all four.
Victory!
One day I'll sign up for a round.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
Yay! Now back to Professor Hackett. Back to Professor Hackett.
If only a new student would help.
I trust Mr.
Revelio.
Bradley was able to accommodate you and that you found success.
The Hebridean Black Skeleton. This large dragon skeleton that hangs in the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom is allegedly a trophy taken by Professor Hackett after she single-handedly defeated one of the largest poaching rings in eastern Wales during the Great Poacher Raid of 1878.
Endeavors?
Yes, Professor, I did.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady. Good work.
It's this one. I thought it was the other one. Of course not. Dummy, dummy, dummy.
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Alrighty. And if I'm correct, I already have a new one. Yay! Restriction section. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Sunshine soul, help me.
I wish I had some big and wild potion. Oh yeah, Headmaster. Hold on. Something in my screen that's buggering me. And still buggering me, but okay.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try. Silent as a grave. Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. Damn.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Aloha Mora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Aloha Mora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Professor Black, might I suggest a ban on magic in the library? Someone has been sneaking into the restricted section, and Cressida Bloom seems to think of the library as her own personal area in which to practice her latest incantations. It is most disruptive. One might consider Peeves tame by comparison to such antics.
The key. Here it is. That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Alrighty.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about. I'll be quieter than a job.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else is given up.
Why do you think you'll find it?
Enchanted books. Best to avoid these books if possible, due not as much to their tendency to fly from one's hands as to their content being spectacular, drive, full of no educational value whatsoever.
Section. Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaine to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Yeah, that was one.
Must remain unseen. Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, bastard Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Incendio! Leviosa!
However,
Reparo!
ah!
Incendio! Reparo! I should use Reparo on this broken armor. Lumos. Of course. Traces of ancient magic. That's it. Must be more to this room.
It's always a bit creepy in here. My gas slot is full. What the heck?
Where might this lead? Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Serious? I'm not even surprised. is here? Another one. Oh, just came from there.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. It is a book after all.
Hi, baby. Oh, what's the matter with my little boy, huh? Oh.
It's tea time.
Blood. Playing sound asterisk 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 using Twitch channel points.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCall.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganell, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganell.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Alrighty. It's cold outside.
Hey yo, I'm in your stream. Hey yo!
Blurb. Playing sound asterisk 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 using Twitch channel points.
Oh, hello.
You can do it! You can do it! You can do it. You can do it! You can do it! You can do it!
Hello. Where am I going?
Just Druses. Good morning.
Morning. How are you doing?
Just Druses. It's still.
Still? Okay.
Just Druses. 4:53 a.m.
What did you do? Well, why are you awake at that time?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Just Druses. I slept early.
It's
Oh, okay.
Fig.
Okay.
You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Any plans for today?
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
Just Druses.
I
No.
will need time to study what remains.
Just
Perhaps we can still
Druses.
salvage something
Not at
useful.
all.
It may take some time.
Okay. That's nice
I
sometimes.
wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th
Just
year,
Druses.
like I did.
How
she
are
could see
you?
traces of magic too.
Why those memories?
Oh, I'm okay.
Perhaps
Just doing my
this book would
thing, you
explain.
know.
I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Yay! Okay, what now? What now? What now? What now? And new.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle. Professor Fig and Weasley.
Just ruses. Anything new? Muha ha ha.
No, really. I'm a bit confused about those new updates of the game.
Proceed to see me in my classroom.
Oh, got a lot more. Expelliarmus. Ugh. Incendio on enemies. Spellbound practice. Okay, we're going to do that first.
Just ruses. We will never know till it comes out.
Yeah, I know. I do need to go to Hogsmeade, to be honest. I need to clear my gear.
Incendio!
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing
Just
before you finish
ruses.
all of them, let me know.
I have been reading the book.
What book?
Excellent form.
Just ruses. Sorcerer's Stone.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Incendio. Good one.
Just ruses. Is definitely different.
Yeah, I know.
Impressive.
That's why I always rather
I'd hate to
read
face
the
you in a
book
duel.
and you know different. I had that with when I saw Braveheart. Of course, Mel Gibson play William Wallace, but I went to the Stirling Castle, the real Stirling Castle, and of course, that's the castle of William Wallace. And I was half expecting to see Mel Gibson as William Wallace there, but he seems completely different than um, the real William Wallace.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
You're better than that.
Is that what I'm doing? Victory!
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
It was mostly luck, that's all.
Please, you wouldn't have got this far on luck alone. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
don't have the flu flame yet. Lovely.
Revelio.
There it is. Groundkeeper's tools. One might surmise that this set of tools could be enchanted to create all sorts of furnishings for a cozy hut, as large as the occupant may need.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
There she is.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently.
There's a vendor
But
here.
whatever the reason,
I can
you
do
are
it
clearly
here.
in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with the students. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Crap.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi. and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places, too.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
And what do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
But Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home. Especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can...
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
I'm afraid I'm not keen on mucking about at the bottom of lakes.
Oh, please don't say no just yet. Perhaps if you understood my plight, you'd change your mind.
Perhaps? What precisely do you need to retrieve, and why?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe. Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You'll regret it. I could do this all day.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Stop right there! Hang on!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now? Incendio!
This is uncharted territory. I have clues about these pyres. Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyres sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio!
Clearly, all three of these pyres are in it.
Levioso! Incendio!
It seems the pyres sink if you don't light the others quickly enough.
Incendio!
Try lighting all of the pyres before any finish sinking.
Accio! Incendio!
Curious. The pyres are back where they started. Magnificent! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet. which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Playing sound asterisk 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 using Twitch channel points.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Take your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Diggerjibble Blum. This orange radish-like fruit floats upside down as it grows. Some believe it can and change one's ability to accept the extraordinary.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
With that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendship. Kindness and concern are as necessary in a greenhouse as in a great hall.
Completely incompetent, which he is.
I saw an aura band on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Revelio.
Who
potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient.
My
that will add
Eileen
that extra
Perry.
spark.
I don't like
suspect
him.
That's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Remember, potion should not be that color, Miss. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it?
Just
Wrong
ruses.
answer could result in the
Sorry,
unfortunate
at
loss of
Trekkie
your eyebrow.
1982 had to do something.
That's fine, no worries.
Just ruses. I got breakfast also.
Oh, okay, nice. What you had for breakfast?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
Oh, sorry,
Wait,
boy.
it's not supposed to.
I didn't know you were here, my love. Oh, you're a good baby.
Well done, Gareth.
Just ruses. Tuna salad sandwich, pickles, burger, chips, and Coke and pickle cotton candy.
Sorry, Professor.
Okay.
Points from Gryffindor. Again.
Nice.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this
Just
class and the fact
ruses.
you're a new student.
And jar
glad I
of
was able
pickle.
to meet your expectations.
A
Okay.
rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master
Pickles
quite
are
yet.
not my favorite thing,
In
but
addition
okay.
to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Just ruses.
I think each of
I
us has
used
had
to
enough
hate them,
excitement
but
for
I
one
grew
day.
on them.
Class is dismissed.
Yeah, I think this is maybe one of the things like how older you get, how more you try and eat. And I had that last 2 weeks. Normally I'm not fan of cabbage, but and avocado, and now I eat them.
Just ruses. I'm 36 now.
Okay.
Just ruses. But that includes majority of vegetables also. Just ruses. As I grew older, it starts to taste good.
Okay.
Just ruses. Like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, that's true. You know, when my mom cooked them on the Dutch way, we never eat it. But when she prepared on the Indonesian Moluccan way, we always ate it. And with that recipe, I even converted one of my husband's nieces to liking it.
just ruses. It almost tastes like cabbage that's nutty.
Oh, in the common room. Oh, I'm going to Azkaban. I'm going to Azkaban. Where is it? I think it's in the, from here. Ravenclaw Tower. No. Library Annex. Also not. Where is it? Where's my common room? The Great Hall. Yeah, Great Hall.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Oh, didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Isn't that? That's the one with the candles, right? Yeah. That's the one with the candles.
Just ruses. Let's see if you can read this.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Luckily, I did already a bit of the flu flames. Couldn't do them all.
Just ruses. Wait, what language can you speak?
English, Dutch, and like Netherlandish. Bit of German, bit of French. And I have my own language. Why you ask?
Just ruses. I'm seeing if I can write it. Been learning languages.
Alright. Nice. Well, maybe you like one of my channels then. I have a YouTube channel about me being a Dutch expert in England. And I educate and give reactions and do comparison between England and the Netherlands.
Just
I should
ruses.
investigate.
Ich have großen Hunger.
That's German. But if you want to say it in Dutch, in the language from Netherlands, is this.
Trekkie 1982. Ik heb grote honger.
Oh, that's not bad,
Just
assistant.
ruses. Ik heb zo'n honger dat ik in pairs kan eten.
Alright.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his
So, if you like to learn Dutch,
wholly unaware of
just
how
give
he
me
died,
a hello.
Just ruses.
of his murder and sent
Het
to
is higher nog te
It was in
vroeg.
large
Ik had
part
een
due to the
familielid dat in
testimony of a girl
Nederland
called
woonde.
Apollonia Black.
Okay, nice.
Fan, I think.
That sounds terrible. but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that
Just
Jackdaw had
Ruses.
asked her to follow the map,
Zedidial
but
Dada
only
Korean
after she solved a
Culture.
series of puzzles.
Ah, okay.
You a girl? She swears she never even solved the first puzzle.
Let
so
me give you
Jackdaw's
the
ghost
link of my
vanished
YouTube
almost
channel
as
as well,
soon
then,
as
if
he
you'd like to
appeared.
learn about the
Without
Netherlands
Jackdaw's puzzle,
and
pages, or remains,
the Dutch
Anne
language.
was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with
Just
a connection
Ruses.
to the pages, like
Natuurlijk
Jackdaw had,
doik dat.
spoke to her,
Het is
she
twin
might
heel
reveal new
moeilijk.
information.
Yeah, I know. Dutch is a really hard language.
Trekkie 1982.
What a horrible story. Well, if you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful
Just
news.
Ruses.
You are to be commended
Let me
for your
see if it
kindness
will
and
speak
bravery.
Korean.
Fortunately,
Oh dear.
being
I
a
do love to
retired
like
lawyer has
Korean.
its
I am
benefits. We can apparate right to her.
half wits
I've
for
escorted ministers, professors,
Korean
and many others
dramas.
to that blasted
I
place.
love those.
Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over
I'm
certain people in
half
the ministry,
Dutch,
along
half
with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born,
Indonesian,
sealed
by the
her
way.
fate.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence.
Just
I'd
Ruses.
like to clear her name if we can.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think
Apparently not.
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess,
Just
he tired of
Ruses.
Scotland and is somewhere on
Okay,
the
it
other
won't
side of the
LOL.
globe by now.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
And there we are in Azkaban.
Expecto Patronum!
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. Mind your step.
Ugh, I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
She's been here a lot longer than the rest of you. If I had my watch, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know
bitch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Who's there? Why torment me further?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his
Just
cave.
ruses.
My fate was surely
Yes, my favorite
sealed in
part.
upper
You can only do it when you are a Hufflepuff.
Just ruses. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, you did? Why?
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogs, field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Dear sister, it's been some time since we've heard from you. How are things in the ministry? We continue to think of you and hope that you're doing well. You'll be happy to know that we all made our peace with your decisions to become an aura, as dangerous as it is. You must live your life and follow your path. You are doing so in the service of the wizarding world. I am proud to call you my sister. I must inform you of something that you may find curious. It seems the
Just
troll
ruses.
has taken up residence in the
doofus to
train
death,
tunnel
lit mask.
near town. The boy thinks most certain to learn tragic lessons about the fundamental velocity of locomotives. Right soon, Eddie Thistlewood. Is that Norwegian or Swedish?
Just ruses. Danish.
Ah, okay.
Just ruses. Obviously I'm not fluent.
This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages.
Chapter 1.
No, that's not it. You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? Revelio.
There it is.
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Could it be? Someone solved my puzzle after all these years. Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw? I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the Aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive.
Yes, our
Once Anne showed an
headmaster
interest
called
in me,
Black.
Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
If you don't mind my asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Thank you. I need to find those pages. To help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Still no talents.
I'll be right back, okay?
Be careful, baby. Yes. Here we go. Oh, good boy. Yes, good boy. We will go in half an hour. Okay? We go in half an hour. Mommy needs to make nothing.
You're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
No, boy. Come on.
Learn that in first year, did ya?
Ugh.
Reduction. Nice try. Potato.
No, too hard.
Clumsy little fool.
You'll regret that.
You haven't got a prayer. Confringo! That's just pitiful. Is that the best you got? Head in the clouds.
Bingo! Is that all you know? Is that the best you can do?
So close.
Ah, that was miss.
You disappoint. Potato! Child play. Ha! Nice try. Predictable.
Moggy.
My bite is
Moggy.
Potato!
Embarrassed for you.
One more, and then I'm done.
Hold your own.
Running home.
Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
Yes.
Ah, the lamb returns to the wolf. No one hide for me. Back for more.
Why can't I use the full flash? Oh, now I can use it. Nope. Defense against the dark arts.
hope you were able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice. You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Just ruses. Rare. Just ruses. Bacon cheeseburger for breakfast. Just ruses. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is the cuisine that my grandma used to make. She's from Indonesia. And she taught my mom and my mom taught me. And I just love the lightness of the dishes, and you know, what's very common in Asia is that they eat snacky things in the way of just small snacks, and then a few times a day. That's what I prefer.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Just ruses.
For a thief,
I love
Jackdaw's
curry.
surprisingly as good as his word.
Just ruses. Because it's always curry in a hurry.
Not true.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
I will make you pay.
You won't get away with that.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is.
Can't do that with this one, right? No. Ah! What did I do? I always like this.
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
Hi, baby boy. Hi. What is it? Yeah. We're going out in a minute, okay? Mommy is gonna finish this quest. Then we're going out.
I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Ugh. So good luck.
Incendio!
Wow! I wish.
Stupefy!
As soon as I get the talents, it's gonna be fine.
I'm not going to touch those. Yeah. Stupefy! Stupefy! Incendio! Incendio!
Not. I need to go back? Think so then. Weird.
Just ruses. It's what's going on.
Spiders.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Remarkable.
I've been there. What am I doing? Hey. Haven't I done this
It's a
already?
good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Oh. Hi, baby. Oh, love you. I love you. I love you. Yes, I love you.
Accio! untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw. Tego! Stupid guy!
Lovely.
Stupid guy! Farewell, Minister. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
I think they changed the music ambience on Hogwarts. Oh, lovely. At least it's not the biggest one. You know. Ah, crap. Alrighty. Victory.
That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no. The room is starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
The map chamber.
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Yes! Finally, the talents! Finally! That one we definitely need.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book? I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
sleeping dragon statue. The Hogwarts motto Draco Domiens Donquam Titiliandus means never tickle a sleeping dragon. Fortunately, this particular sleeping dragon is made of stone and will never awaken. It may be tickled to absolutely no effect.
If I could undo all that happened. What do you want? You've made your point!
Revelio.
To learn the pulsar, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects.
This particular urn is rumored to have once borne the inscription Pioneer in Dragon Taming. Should not have started with the Hungarian horntail.
There is a way. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Alrighty. Flying class. Acquire, use focus potion, and then maximum and add rush. Okay. I can make that one in potion class. Hold on. Yeah, I need to go in a minute with him. Colorless potion, that is one. That is one. Let me see, what do I need to do more? Flying class, now then I need to buy focus potion and maxima potion. Because the Edelweiss potion I already have. That's cute. Yeah. Well, guys, this was it for now. It's time for me to walk my puppy. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. What I'm going to stream, I don't know yet. Got 4 games to stream, of course. Hogwarts Legacy and Star Trek Online are my main ones, and then I still have Star Trek Resurgence and Star Wars The Old Republic. So, maybe I will be back later, like nights for me, and playing Hogwarts again. So, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys around. Thank you for watching.
Trekkie 1982. Stream ending. Night, but the stream is ending. Stay for a bit longer. I am going to take a look if I can raid a friend's channel. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. I will be back later and hope to catch you again. Please follow me here on Twitch or on one of my social medias. See you soon. Live long and prosper.